Okay, so I've just started the recording now, so it will be recorded. So I think इसमें ये होगा कि I'll just state a sentence on, then I mean this is from this handout. I don't know whether that has been uploaded or not. I asked one of the TS to do that, लेकिन शायद वो upload उसने पता नहीं किया या नहीं किया. I'll just have to check. But anyways, what I'll do is that I'll just speak out a sentence, and then you guys will write down that sentence, and or uske baad we'll go through this refutation proof, all through this refutation proof. और फिर आप ये कीजिए कि towards the end of the lecture you can simply scan what you have done and send me. ठीक है, और वो आप मुझे भेज दीजिएगा. You can send me that through email also. I mean that one page जिसके ऊपर आपने ये काम किया होगा. So I'll leave the final part, and you will complete that final part and send it to me. Okay? I hope that's clear. Okay, so let's just start with this. Okay, so you can write down the comments, or you can also raise your hand, or write down in the comments section whatever your questions are. Okay. So the first sentence which I want you to actually write down in predicate logic, and this is from the same handout that I have actually asked one of the TS to upload that. Okay, so the first sentence is that anyone, okay, I'll just write it down here, says that anyone passing a physics exam and winning the lottery is happy. Okay, now that's the first sentence. Okay, so anyone passing the physics exam and winning the lottery is happy. So that's the first sentence. The second sentence is, you can you can write it down also. I mean you have to, you can start writing it down in the first order logic. Okay, so the second sentence is, but anyone who studies or is lucky can pass all his exams. Okay, so that's the second sentence. The third sentence is, John did not study, but John is lucky. Okay, that's the third. John did not John did not study, but John is lucky. So that's the third sentence. So you have the first sentence here, then the second sentence, and then the third sentence. So you can try to write down these sentences in first order logic. The fourth sentence is, anyone who is lucky wins the lottery. Anyone who is lucky wins the lottery. Okay, so these are the four sentences. So anyone passing physics exam and winning the lottery is happy, but anyone who studies or is lucky can pass all his exams. John did not study, but John is lucky. Anyone who is lucky wins the lottery. So these are the four sentences. So what you'll have to do here is that these four sentences, you can convert these four sentences. I mean, first of all, write them in the first order logic and then convert them into the CNF form, which is the conjunctive noble form, and then draw the resolution proof or the refutation proof for this. And the question that you have to prove here, so this is like the four sentences. These are there. The question which you want to prove here, or the answer to which you have to get, is this. Okay, so this is the question that you'll have to answer. The question is John happy? So is John happy? So that's the question that you have to answer in this case, right? So as I told you, that in case of I mean, we discussed this last time, that in case of conjunctive, now in case of proof through refutation, you have to draw a refutation tree, and in order to draw a refutation tree, you have to add the negation of what you want to prove as a clause in your sentences. Okay, so these are the four sentences that you have got, but then you'll also have to add a negation of what you want to prove. So is John happy? So you have to like write down that John is not happy as a clause in your set of sentences. So these are the four sentences and the proof which you have to make in this case. Okay, I hope you have noted it down, all these four questions. So now you can like start writing down the sentences for this. Okay, so let's just start writing down the sentences. The first sentence was, okay, anyone passing his physics exam and winning the lottery is happy. So anyone, so that means that there will be a universal quantifier here. So the first sentence would be that for all x, okay, anyone, if x passes the physics exam and wins lottery, right? So this would imply this person X is happy. Okay, so we can say that X is happy. Okay, right? So this is the first sentence. So for all X, if X passes physics exam and X wins lottery, then X is happy. So these are the three predicates that you have to write. So this is your first sentence. Your second sentence will be anyone who studies or is lucky can pass all his exams. Okay. So here, that the one who studies or the one who passes exam, right? Both of them are lucky. So if X studies and X is lucky, then X passes the exam. Okay, and this exam could be like, it's a general thing here. It didn't say okay, it passes physics exam. It says that it passes any exams. Okay, so that you have to like write down this sentence. You can say that okay, for all X where X represents a person, and for all Y where Y represents the subject, you can write this down as that X studies or X is lucky. That implies that X passes Y. So Y is the subject here, which that person passes. Okay. So if X studies and or X is lucky, then X passes the exam. Right? And that's the second sentence. The third sentence is that John did not study, but John is lucky. Okay. So here you can say that okay, study, not study, John. So that's the first part. But John is lucky. So that means that John is lucky. Okay, so this is the third sentence that is in place. Right? नहीं, इसमें I mean, Shifa, you are saying that and between study and lucky, sentence number 2 की आप बात कर रही हैं. ठीक है, तो sentence number 2 is anyone who studies or is lucky can pass the exam. ठीक है, तो sentence number 2 में और आएगा. Sentence number 3 में and आएगा. Right? Sentence number 3 में and आएगा और study के साथ negation आएगा. And this is for a constant. So John is actually a constant. It's not a variable. तो इसलिए यहाँ पे कोई quantifier नहीं आएगा. Okay. I hope this clarifies. Okay. So then the fourth sentence is anyone who is lucky wins the lottery. So anyone. So it says anyone. So that means that you have to qualify it by saying that for all X, anyone who is lucky wins the lottery. So for all X, if X is lucky, this implies that X wins lottery. Right? So these are the 4 sentences here. Right? These are the 4 sentences. So John is happy. तो इसकी आपने negation add करनी है यहाँ पे. So you can add the negation of this. As I'll just say that happy John, and you have to put a negation of that here. So this comes as the 5th sentence, right? It comes as the 5th sentence that we have. Okay, so now it's your turn to continue from here. So these are the 5 sentences that we have got. Try to convert them into your into conjunctive normal form. Okay, just try to convert them into CNF, which is the conjunctive normal, and then try to develop the refutation proof tree for this. Okay. Right. So you can try this out. I mean, you can try with the first sentence and try to see कि इसकी conjunctive normal form क्या होगी. I mean, the very simple thing that you have to do here is that you have to get rid of this implication from here. There isn't any existential quantifier in any of these sentences. तो existential quantifier को तो remove करने वाली बात इसमें नहीं होगी. पहले दो sentences के अंदर implication है और implication को आपने remove करना है. And you know from last lecture, we know that if P implies Q, this could be written as not P or Q. Okay, so you can convert these implications in the first and the second sentence and in the fourth sentence by using this particular representation that we have got here, right? Okay, so you can try to convert this into a CNF form. Right? So the CNF form for the first sentence, I can just write it down and then you can like continue from there. That for all x, I mean, you can also drop this for all x if you want, because there isn't any existential quantifier here, zero universal quantifier aa raha hai. So you can even drop this. I mean, that really doesn't matter. Isko aap na bhi likhe to khair, theek hai, because you know ke isme hai. So the first part that is before the implication, that gets negated and it comes as it is. So it says that pass x physics and x wins lottery, and then you have the or, and after that you have happy x. This comes as it is. So this is like the sentence without implication. And now, as we discussed last time, agar aapke paas negation sign hai outside the bracket, you can use distributive law to actually pass it all through this bit, or as a result of that, this and will get converted into or ये negation इन दोनों के साथ आ जाएगी. So this would change to not pass x comma physics or not win x comma lottery or happy x. So this is what you'll get, and this is your conjunctive normal form. ठीक है, तो अब you can leave it as it is at this particular point. So this is the first sentence converted into its conjunctive normal form. Similarly, you can convert the second sentence into the conjunctive normal form, and the third and the fourth, and then the fifth one is already in that particular form. Okay, so I'll just give you those sentences that are present in the conjunctive normal form. I'll not give the derivation for that. So जो आप मुझे अपना stuff scan करके मुझे भेजेंगे, तो उसमें you can add these derivations. I mean, you can derive them yourself, and I'll see कि आपने वो derivation ठीक की है या नहीं की. So that's the first sentence. The second sentence, उसकी conjunctive normal form is, I mean, I'll just write these sentences there, and then you can like convert them into the conjunctive normal form. एक चीज और हमने इसका ख्याल रखना है, और वो ये है कि as we discussed last time, कि in every sentence you have to have I mean a separate variable. For example, पहले सेंटेंस के अंदर मैंने x को यूज किया है, so ideally I should have used a variable, let's say x1 पहले सेंटेंस में. जी शिफा, we won't be writing for all with the conjunctive normal form. For all की ज़रूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि conjunctive normal form में आपने existential quantifiers को universal quantifiers में convert करना है, तो अब तमाम variables existential quantifiers, तमाम variables के साथ universal quantifier आ रहा होगा, तो इसलिए उसको लिखने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, तो इसलिए you don't really require that. Okay, so the point which I am trying to make here is कि यहाँ पे इस conjunctive normal form के अंदर यहाँ पे एक वेरिएबल यूज हो रहा है जो कि x है, ठीक है. तो आइडियली ये करना चाहिए आपको कि हर सेंटेंस के अंदर चाहे वो वेरिएबल सेम ऑब्जेक्ट्स को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है, तो यहाँ पे x पर्सन को ही रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है, लेकिन फिर भी आई शुड एक्चुअली यूज अ डिफरेंट वेरिएबल हियर. सो यहाँ